I'm Electric.
BritSmash!
And welcome back
to Arrow. Okay, we are officially caught up.
Yes, we are, finally. It has been a long road coming, but here we are.
Right in time for the finale this week. So, we are excited, and the redemption of Black Siren is here!
It's upon us.
It is upon us. But to help us further recap what happened last time,
here are this week's Stardust Spotlights.
This episode, and it was amazing. So much Renee was like, I don't want to spell, and then Diaz brought in the door. I was like, that's no. And then Oliver was like, do it, man. Just throw me on the bus. I was like, damn. Then Dinah was like, plead the fifth. I was like, damn. I was just like, that was too much. Then they used Human Target twice. I was like, yay. Black Siren finally stood up to Diaz, and like I eventually thought, Diaz, it backfired on her.
This episode was good. It wasn't great, but it was good. I feel the previous episodes have been better. I liked Christopher being back, pretending to be Tommy, and when Laurel said that Tommy was the Green Arrow, and just like standing up for herself and standing up against Ricardo, reforming. I really can't wait. I really can't wait. It's gonna be great.
All right.
thank you guys so much for the recap.
Shall we get into it?
Yeah, this is Arrow.
Season 6.
Episode 22.
The ties that bind us.
Ties.
That bind.
Us.
Call me when dinner's ready. Yeah, I guess I can compartmentalize that. I can help you with that.
The eggs are burning! Get them now!
I just had her gone.
Oh, Lola!
Thank you.
What did you do again to fix it?
I'll take care of the paperwork.
Oh, that's right,
It's all
Felicity.
time to make the shopping place.
The punctuality. Let me just shut down our thing for a minute.
They're so happy. Look how happy they all are. It's all gonna go to shit!
$400 a ticket.
And they will have obstructive views.
Nah, anything for my baby. Dad, quiet.
Does it have to be in that order?
Dick! She's getting out her aggression.
My mom and I used to eat breakfast for dinner all the time.
I actually used to do a lot of breakfast for dinner too. It's exciting.
Pretty great.
And a Tolly.
Yeah, totally.
Get out right now. There you go! I totally tried warning him.
You did.
Oh, fuck! Get him!
Oh, jeez. Jeez, fucking hell. Oh, jeez.
Ooh! 911 DS calling for all of us. Oh no!
What?
No! My God!
You were just the bait.
Huh?
Lila, where's everyone? I need head count. Beautiful, beautiful. Couple goals.
No.
Oh, fuck you! No!
Good job.
They bounce.
Oh, she did it herself.
It's a risk she has to take.
He has to go to surgery.
Sterling's house not secure.
No, Lila sent them to the Argus med bay. They're gonna
Okay, good.
kick his ass.
Yes, we will!
This is the feed from our surveillance cameras.
Okay, first of all,
No,
fuck you.
bitch.
What are we doing just watching? And this is a night.
Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go.
I'm asking you to trust me. I know that trust does not come easy after everything that's happened.
He's acknowledging it.
Let's put all of that aside and get this done.
Okay.
Yep.
Close. Lyndon had many faults. Oliver Green walk.
So you switch gears from careful and precise to loud and messy?
Attitude.
Accurate. I like how he tried being intimidating to her. She's just like, hey, nah, fuck you.
Result appear to be pleased. Can I say it? For old time's sake.
Suit up.
Suit up.
Alright.
Oh my god!
No!
Yours the one I care about! Want the more?
Oh!
We almost got that son of a bitch.
And if things go south, you to back me up.
I think that this is a big
Careful.
gamble.
We're all on board here?
I love you. Careful, Curtis.
Security. I need to know if what's on this is still intact. His life depends on it. Yes, sir.
Looks familiar.
Who? To make you grovel. Truth be telling, I do many times before in Bratwa.
Anatoli's so smart.
Really?
Oh, just... Down in Pravat. Berlin, global.
That'll happen before you were a parent.
Well, to make you feel any better, I will not be the one infiltrating the precinct. That'll be Lila. Do we have a problem here?
What do you mean, Mark?
I don't get it. To be honest,
What's up?
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Also, getting divorced helps.
God, they're all dirty.
I'll do something.
Lila Michaels. Where can I find your captain?
We're kind of between captains. That all seems intact, Mr. Diaz. We got a problem?
I better get in here. Oh, right.
No, don't go in there, Felicity.
That was an all-out fight with the SCPD. Drive, wiped, nothing.
Listen, may I speak with you?
Oh, boy.
You know what, I tried convincing myself that that was the right move too, but it's not. Because we're married. We're supposed to be each other's strength. Hey! Exactly the same as mine.
I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking about Vincent. I'm so sorry, Dad.
She ain't dead.
You think it's the same way that I did, Curtis?
See? Then you learn, and you grow.
You're out of control and out of your depth, Ricardo. We accepted you into the quadrant because...
Oh!
So sorry, I couldn't hear you. You have something stuck in your throat.
He's too abrasive. What's the word? He ain't thinking. He's too hot-headed.
In our home. So don't ask me to sit here and pretend like things aren't different. And you told me that I had...
To be honest, I don't get the argument, but okay.
The whole episode is just revolving around it. Oh my gosh.
I hate Ricardo because he's too rash. I hate him. At least Prometheus thought things through. He's just acting like a child throwing a temper tantrum.
You gotta have different villains. You got
Nice.
I had him.
I know you did.
Looks like you met me halfway.
Ooh, fuck!
Jeez.
Ha, bitch!
He wasn't there.
Son of a bitch has 9 lives.
I shouldn't have pushed you away. I should have trusted you to keep yourself safe.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's good to know after all these years that you can still learn something.
You know, I still have ways to go.
That's true. Someone now.
God, I hate him.
All I need is loyalty.
He controls Star City's government, its infrastructure,
Where is he?
its police force. I can't stop him on my own.
And when you say you can't stop him, are you speaking as the former mayor? Or as someone else?
Or the Green Arrow.
I am the Green Arrow.
And the truth shall set you free.
What's the second thing?
What is the second thing? I don't know.
I guess I'll never know.
Well, alright, I mean, he was the FBI. They have jurisdiction over that shit.
Yes.
Alright, I mean, I'm glad because now it makes sense why she was relevant because they need her in the end, but she's still like, I need to reveal you as the Green Arrow, and it just kind of proves that he was right all along. Hopefully after this whole thing, she's like, alright, I'll let you slide, but you gotta work under my jurisdiction,
Yeah, basically.
or something like that.
Into that. Alright.
But hopefully they come into a better understanding after this.
Mm-hmm.
One can only hope.
Alright. Well,
I want to talk about the elephant in the room.
yeah?
Yeah. I'm going to say this as nicely as possible. One, I didn't understand the argument that Felicity and Oliver had. Like, I understood it, but I also didn't understand why it had to happen now.
Relevance?
Yes.
Yes.
Like, they should have had this argument earlier in the season. Not that the argument isn't valid, but like ever since like, you know, William started accepting him as a father, and like when maybe you should have done it when after Oliver came back from his hiatus from being the Green Arrow. Because at that point he's already like, well, I miss being the Green Arrow, so now I'm going to come back to it, but I also want to protect William, so Felicity, stay at home. Granted, they probably couldn't been able to do a lot of stuff without her hacking ability, so that's kind of a toss in the air, but they should have had this argument earlier, because it kind of took away the main focus of, in my opinion, Ricardo Dees is a psychotic animal, and he needs to be stopped. And he's not being stopped right now, and it's fucking frustrating.
Yeah.
So it's just building up on my frustrations. But that wasn't the main issue. You know, they should have had that argument earlier, but, and again, I don't understand it. I mean, I can see both sides, honestly. Like, you know, she's been doing this for years. She's done this before. What's the big deal? But then I also understand Oliver's thing of, like, there is a difference because they have a kid. And yeah, John and Lila have a kid, too. But the thing is, they've been doing this a lot longer than Oliver and Felicity have.
And they're also more highly... They're trained in a different way.
Yes. Not to say that Felicity and Oliver haven't been doing a lot, but the thing is, in comparison to those two, John was a soldier for a long time, and Lila's been part of Argus.
Well, she's been a soldier, too.
She's been a soldier, and then she's part of Argus. She was working under fucking Amanda Waller. There's a different level of, like, that. Those two, it's different for them because they have that experience to deal with that.
Similar skills.
Yeah, and Lila's right. They got divorced because that was one of the reasons they got divorced, because work came first for them.
Mm-hmm.
But then they got back together because, you know, they're cute and they understood each other. They're more on level ground, you know? They've been through that experience enough to, like, that isn't... Lila's right. That isn't, like, an issue for them. So for Oliver and Felicity, like, you know, I saw both sides, but that wasn't the issue. When a couple argues, I think the goal is to try to understand each other instead of... I think what made it bothersome was when the character added the line of, well, you could still learn something from me. Or it's like, well, I told you so. It's like, I know. It's like, well, oh, it's like, looks like you can still be taught. Or it's like, glad, like, I don't know, in the I told you so manner. That's not how arguments work. Don't throw it in their face like, if someone's like, oh, you're right. It's like, yeah, I know I was right. It's like, no, you should apologize too.
No, that's because that's what Felicity is.
We're gonna get hate anyways.
Doesn't matter.
Do you at least kind of see it, guys? Not trying to hate, but that was poorly written.
It's poorly written because it's an argument that literally could have taken 5 seconds of screen time, but then lasted the entire episode, only to be resolved by something. Because of course it was.
You had to make all. It's like, don't make the main character who's an action superhero on this show, who's supposed to be the lead in the show, the puppy dog to the love interest. That's poor writing, unjust to the female character, and you're shitting on your main protagonist. What sucks is this episode wasn't bad. It was high stakes. It was
a lot of action.
A lot of
only to be
development.
Fucking anchored down by a dumb argument that could have been took away from everything.
Because like they first started off with the episodes like it's supposed to be happy they won, like yay, and then it's like they're arguing. It's like, why are they arguing? What are you doing?
I don't know.
It's like they should be more on the same page. Don't write them to the fact that they're not on the same page. That's why you fucking got the characters married in the first place, so they are on the same page.
You got them married in the first place so that Felicity could be a mom to William. What? I know. Take it with a grain of salt. It's my opinion, but in season 4, she was arguing about, you know, how it should be her right to have a decision in William's life, and there you go. 2 seasons later, they gave it to her.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
By means of death and marriage. That's just my opinion.
The only reason I'm making this face now is because I'm just picturing the comment section. I'm just picturing the comment section.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to silence what my opinion is, but I don't want to deal with... No. I just don't want to deal with people giving me death threats all over again because of my opinion.
It's my opinion. They're going to come after me. So.
I'm just trying to be nice about it. Like, you know, you guys can like whoever you want. We're not telling you...
I'm just saying my opinion, and also how, like, if you look at it this way, it's possible.
I know.
I'm not. All I want is...
The thing is, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just not brave enough to give my opinion anymore, even though that's what we're supposed to do.
That's what's sad.
I'm not brave enough to give my own opinion anymore about this because all I'm going to do is get shit about it.
Not
but like,
you.
What?
Not that. It's not you. It's just it's sad that we've come to this stage where people won't let you have your opinion. That's the thing. So, you know, take it with what you will, but you know, hopefully, you'll understand it to an extent. I'm not saying that you have to be super smart to understand it. I mean, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, at least you can acknowledge that it's a thing that can happen.
Yeah.
That it's a scenario. That's all I want. Just acknowledge that, it's possible.
You know what, fuck it. I'll just say what I think because regardless if I censor it or not, people are still going to give hate anyway. I think this episode kind of took us back to a dark place where we thought we were done with. I think that was the problem.
That's a good point. That's a really good point. You're absolutely right. They should be past this. Yeah. And that's what made us flash back, like, have we done this old same song and dance before?
Yeah, I mean,
That's what it was. I think, you got it.
Given everything that happened in season 5 and 6 to fix everything, like what this episode did for those two as a couple, season 4, wrong, that they fixed season 5 and season 6 with a few bumps, but like, you know, for the most part, they're like, you know what, we're gonna fix this shit, and as you guys see in our reactions, we haven't hated it and like all this stuff prior to this episode, but this episode just took us back to a dark place.
Yeah, that's what it felt like, to be honest.
It's like, really, you want to backpack on their character development to go back to this, which everyone complained about? Or like half the fandom complained about?
Yeah, that's what it was. I just have like these feelings that like were pent up, and it's just kind of like came to a head because this felt like such a step backwards in writing.
Characters deserve so much better, and just because, you know, two characters are together, it doesn't mean they have to keep being in petty arguments to be appealing to the eye. You know, why don't you have a character like a couple that doesn't have any arguments, that they're always on the same page? Sorry, I just thought of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They're always on the same page. Like, that's how you write a couple.
Who are you talking about?
Fitz and Simmons. Not trying to bring a Marvel versus DC shit here,
No.
but that's just basically writing. They've been together, spoilers, they've been together for so long, and yeah, they got in arguments in the beginning, but when they became a couple, you know, they're on the same page. They talk about their stuff.
They talk about their problems.
And they worked shit out within like 5 minutes.
Daisy, he literally ripped a machine out of Daisy's head, and she understood him.
Yeah.
That's the point that they're at. Yeah, you know what? Maybe we're missing some arguments here and there, but to be able to bounce back and understand somebody so well, that's what we're talking about.
And I feel like, again, the characters should be at the point where they understand each other, you know?
Exactly.
Like, that's the only problem I had, because they wrote it to where Felicity said, oh yeah, you can still learn things from me. It's like, well, hold on, Oliver had a point too, because what if we did die? Then what's going to happen to William?
What if he didn't turn that bow? You got shot in the head and you're dead. Like, that's it.
That's all he was trying to say. You know, it's like,
He's
again.
like, hey, he was going to kill you.
Yeah.
And that would have never happened if you weren't in that situation, so...
And they're like, yeah, I mean, granted, yes, good thing they didn't end up in that situation,
Right,
but you
because-
still have to acknowledge the what if. You
Exactly.
know?
You know,
Still gotta acknowledge the what if.
exactly. So,
Oh, okay, sorry, that took a minute for me to figure out. It's like, why did this bother me so much?
So, I want to give a personal thank you to the people that have different opinions, but still understand that we're gonna have different opinions. So there was somebody on Twitter that saw what Brittany had gone through on The Flash, as you may have seen.
Yeah.
It's a sensitive subject because we're just trying to put our opinions out there, and we feel it's unfair when we're attacked for something that we think,
You know.
and you don't have to agree. And they say, you know what? I'm a fan of Iris. I don't always agree with you, but you don't deserve any of that. And I respect to you, because that's exactly what it's about. I can have different opinions than my friends. Like Billy the Kid Lawrence loves Legends. I think it's okay, but we're never gonna. It's not a big deal. It's a show.
Another example is Supergirl. Like, I ship Kara and Mon-El, and the other girls don't. And they have, well, I think I don't remember exactly which of the girls do or don't, but I know Nikki has an extremely different opinion of what I have for those two characters together, and specifically Mon-El. But we're never going to get in arguments over it. We look at each other and like, you know what, I acknowledge that you don't like this character, and that is fine. I'm not going to try to sway you, and she's like the same way to me. That's why we don't mute our comment sections, and I don't know why. I've just been in a funk where I feel like I need to suppress my opinion just to stop the death threats from coming and people calling me a fat whore. But I think it sucks that I need to get over it, but I want to try at least to start in our comment section, where it's like, you can have your own opinions, but let's be respectful. The minute like people start like cussing each other out, threatening people, and getting to the level of cyberbullying and harassing, that doesn't fly here.
No.
You can have healthy discussions about this shit, but do not make anyone feel as low as I felt, because I felt like I couldn't say anything. But I think after doing this, I'm gonna try.
You gotta get your voice out there.
That's why we did this. That's why some people subscribe to us.
Just like Christy and us, we had a healthy conversation about Iris, different opinions.
Extremely different.
No hate. With Geek House likes Teen Titans Go, and that's totally fine.
We don't.
They can do
That's
that.
fine.
Yeah, they can do that. That's fine. They're just shows. They are just shows. That's
the main thing. It's just shows, but let's learn from these shows into a bigger picture, in life. You're never going to have anyone who always agrees with you 100%. We need to live in a society where people don't get offended by everything that people say. Unless it's a valid reason, but not every little thing needs to be offensive. There's some subjects just like, yeah, that is offensive. But let's start with the little things, like TV shows. You don't need to get offended
That's
and
what
do
we're
death
talking
threats over TV shows. Yes, we are passionate about these characters. We've been following comics for this. But let's start small.
Yes.
Start here. And just be more open-minded. You know, that's why we'll never say to anyone, oh my god, you like Felicity? Goodbye. We'll never do that to you.
And that's why I'll try, you know. I'm never gonna be a bully about it, but I'm never gonna silence myself for what I think, because I think that you should have that same right without attacking me, just like how I present my ideas and thoughts. I try to say them as respectfully as possible. You know, sometimes I slip up, but, you know, that's what you gotta do. You just gotta try. And so, that's all I think. That's what I think.
It's back on the rest of the episode. I think this episode was great. I'm sorry. This is exactly what we did with the Flash, because we went on a long tangent like this.
And thank you for everybody that was respectful in the comments.
Thank you for indulging. Back to the rest of the episode. It was great. It's still a good build-up. This episode was still fantastic, especially kicking off with, like, everyone in danger. Like, I was so worried. Like, first of all, Curtis's dude got shot.
And then, like, I was like, Renee, how does that stuff protect you so well? The couch is on the table.
Oh my god, I was so happy because, like, there was a moment that Zoe was laying there. I'm like,
Yep.
Jesus, was she hit? And then he's like, stay down. She's like, okay, she's fine.
Yeah, and he's like, pa, 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 pa. I love his gun noise too. But seriously, it sucks. So we're getting away from that because we're focusing on the fact that the action was really well done.
Yeah.
A lot of it, just like you were saying, Richard Dragon is a different villain.
I do have a problem with him. Someone made a comment, and I don't remember who it is, but shout out to you. Someone made a comment, it's like, I want to know, what does Ricardo Diaz actually bring to the table? He's just a mob boss. Why was he being so threatening to Laurel? Why was she, like Black Siren, so afraid to fight against him, scared? It's like, he doesn't have any superpowers. You know, he just is an overzealous mugger. Not a mug, you know what I mean? A thug. And it's just like, you know, thinking about it as I was editing the other Arrow reaction, the previous one, she could have totally just, like, Sonic screamed him before, and it's just like, well, and then they're like, well, what did he threaten Laurel with in the beginning to get her to cooperate? Nothing. She thought he would join him, but then the minute, like, interests don't align with her, she could have just left, like she's done before.
Right.
There's plenty of instances, even on the Flash, who's like, oh, this isn't going alright, goodbye. And she, like, kind of takes off. It's like, I'm out. She ain't bound to anything. But for some reason, Ricardo bound her, and she didn't want to fight him back because he was intimidating, yet he doesn't have any meta powers.
Yeah, because, like, Zoom and,
It was him, and
Prometheus is just articulate.
he was...
So, that's pretty terrifying.
He was psychologically damaging.
Yeah, and this, I mean, so, like, just like you were saying, like, at least Prometheus had everything planned out. It's like, yeah, that's a really good villain, obviously, but it's weird because he's so erratic with his behavior.
Who, Diaz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm glad they did that because it's a different kind of villain. He's just so erratic and so, like, you don't know what he's gonna do. That's what makes you scared of him. He's so unhinged, you don't know what he's gonna do. Is he gonna stab you in the throat right now? Oh, he just did.
That's true.
But
still, on the comparison of, like, Laurel to Ricardo, she could have easily taken him, and he didn't need to get... When did he get the sonic dampener thing? Clearly he doesn't have, like, the technical stuff because he had to get a tech guy to do it.
I mean...
You know, and it's just like, okay.
I guess...
In the early days, I see what your point is.
Yeah.
I see what your point. I just think he bothers me as a villain.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
That's true.
I liked him better when he kept having a plan. You know? Like, because what that one lady said, she's like, you know, you were very articulate, you had a plan, you know, you were precise, and you moved with caution. Now, just because, like, one thing doesn't go your way, you're going to act like a spoiled brat?
Well, I think that makes him scary.
Do you think Black Siren's seen that side of him?
What makes him scary is how psychotic and predictable he can be. You know?
Yeah.
That's what I think. I mean, he's just... Who would think that he would take a man and just burn him on a rooftop?
I didn't see that coming. Alright.
Like, just the differing ways he goes about different people and making them do what he wants or submitting to him. It's scary. And she saw him continually taking on a bunch of guys. Remember when the place that Roy was held?
Yeah.
He was just beating them. And like, hey, you got this.
But then he cheated when he fought Oliver.
Yeah, but she wasn't in the room for that one, right? That's the thing. Yeah, Oliver could beat him in a fair fight.
But he never plays fair. He's
Exactly.
dirty! I got it. That's why I hate him. That's why I hate him. He's dirty. He's dirty. He's dirty. He's dirty. He's dirty.
He's dirty?
He's dirty because every other villain he's wanted to get...
psychotic?
No, that's the thing. Oh my god, I figured it out. I hate him because he has to cheat in order to win. Prometheus never did that. Damien Dark just was fucking powerful. And but
Yes,
like
indeed.
he was damaged at the end, so that's why he got the best of it
He
because of
was
his emotions. And then like Damien Dark was beaten because Oliver trained and Ra's al Ghul kind of gave up. But like they all fought to their best of their ability. Right. Ricardo's best ability won't beat Oliver. That's why he has to keep cheating. That's what bothers me because I hate cheaters. Damn. Okay, I figured it. 2 elevations in 1 review.
Pretty well done. So, this has gone, I'm sorry for both of them, far too long, but thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much, and let us know, what you guys thought in the comment section of this episode. Do you agree with what we said? Do you disagree? If you disagree, politely talk to us about what your opinions are. Maybe we'll see it in a different light, and we can have a healthy discussion about it. Anything past that, please be nice.
Yes, indeed.
But thank you guys so much for indulging us, and tag us in your Stardust Spotlight videos.
And we'll see you on the next one.
Bye!